summarize all of the major points you talked about. Make sure in your group you have selected one person. You should have a total of 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 people reporting that.
Then I'll give you another story. My bond was say that they want to get here. Set up programs and say,
Mic check.
let's say.
Mic check. Hey guys, if you're still standing in a circle, please stop and come join the General Assembly. We need to continue in our process. I just want to clarify before we do the report backs. We don't need the mic check it because I have the mic, like the actual mic. I just want to clarify. We have gotten to the point that we are at because we have had 4 grueling nights of discussion. Wonderfully grueling evenings of discussion regarding, hey guys, if you're having a conversation, could we please step to the side so that we can continue the General Assembly? That would be amazing if you want to continue your conversations. It's very difficult to Thanks. Alright, so we got to this point because we had 4 wonderfully grueling evenings of conversation where we talked about many different ways to approach this decision. So we talked about what were the ramifications of just staying, what were the ramifications of just leaving, what were the different alternatives we had in addition to those 2 black and white options. And then last night, and tonight is a continuation of last night, we are discussing how to come to consensus around writing a proposal that we think as a GA we can pass. So we're using the last 4 nights of conversation in order to come up with a proposal that we think would best suit the entire GA. When I say we, I mean the entire GA, not just facilitation. So where we have gotten to so far, based on our conversation, is that the majority wants to stay and make a public statement, make demands, and we're not so sure whether we want to expand, and if we do want to expand, in what way we want to expand. So that's why we're in this conversation now. If you don't like the proposal that we're getting to, that's okay. It's a proposal. Remember that. On Friday night, when we do the official vote on it, as any other proposal, you are free to vote it down. And you are free to make friendly amendments. So this is not like, this is definitely what we're doing. This is just what the majority of the people seem to be comfortable with based on the data that we've gotten from the 4 conversations. Is that clear to everybody? Can I get some feedback on that? So just remember, the important thing is you know that you can vote it down and you can make friendly amendments as in any other proposal. So this is not by any means final. So for the people who are saying that they want to move, you have the option to still voice that. But we're just basing where we're at in tonight's conversation on the last 4 nights discussion. Okay? One more feedback. Awesome, thank you. I like feedback. All right, we're going to open stack now for 1 member of each breakout group to use the people's mic to report back from the groups. You are going to only summarize what you guys came up with in your groups. You're speaking on behalf of your group, not just on behalf of your own ideas and your own opinions. Wayne is first. Please use the people's mic.
Yeah.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Our group discussed.
Our group discussed. following points.
The following points.
As far as expanding, some people proposed the other side of City Hall, or even the courtyards. We also discussed that we should go or expand to places that disrupt power, not where the city says is okay. For example, Rittenhouse Square. We also noted it is premature to discuss expanding with the pending confrontation. We noted that expanding is important. For having a regroup place after possible eviction. We emphasize that we should not expand. Now is not the time. And that we need to stay united. And finally, another point. The city may be waiting us out. And though we should not expand right now, we may need to expand when the winter really hits. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just gonna say, because I personally think Facilitator had off, that it would inform people's thinking better if when you are reporting back, if you can, the same as Wayne just did, after you provide all the details or before, also just give us a quick statement of whether your group tended to want to expand or not expand, just because that was our question. That way we can kind of get an idea in general of what people seem to be wanting to know. That's up to you though. It's just a suggestion. Next on set. Emmanuel, people's mic please.
Mic check. Our group discussed ramifications of expanding or not expanding. We definitely agree that we should expand. We were in favor of not being in confrontation with the police at this point. Because we feel we should stand our ground. Not for this ground. But for our cause. We also feel that expansion allows us more opportunity and more options to do different things at another time.
Thank you for your brief and concise report back. Next on stack, Shauna. Please use the people's mic.
Mic check. My group discussed. We should stay or expand. My group was half and half. But I feel that we should move. Because if we stay, on the day that we have to leave, when the police come in, they're not going to be nice. People can't afford to go to jail. People cannot afford to lose whatever they have. Me personally, I have a family. And I refuse to put myself in harm's way. So my question is, choose to stay in demand. Who's going to protect us?
Shauna, would you be able to share some of the ideas that your group also came up with? Because most of your statement was a summary of your beliefs, but can you share with us also, you said that your group was half and half. What were their arguments as well?
One person suggested that we move to Logan Square. I think that that's a a bad idea.
I gotta interrupt you. As the person doing the report back, I need you to remain neutral and just state what ideas came out of your group.
Okay, well that was the only idea.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's fine. All right, next on stack. Caleb. People's mic.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Our group discussed many of the similar themes as the previous two. And we're split. We brought up the idea of having backup resources to prepare a new camp, held off-site. Also, we didn't want to send mixed messages by leaving early. By which I mean before the police evict us. We considered the costs. And the benefits of the potential for long-term networking here versus the short-term propaganda of making a principled public stand. We also thought there might be more to this movement than just this place.
Yeah, I agree with that. All over the world.
Caleb, are you finished? Sorry, we forgot to warn you earlier.
I can pay you 25 cents an hour versus $3 a day versus $8 an hour.
Wait a minute, what's up?
A day too. How could when this company is set to be worth $1 trillion, you think he's going to pay $1 trillion in taxes? You got to be kidding. You're talking profit. Everybody that has anything to do with that should be making more money. Just making that kind of profit. The company is how much money is my wife?
I got a long trip. I don't see him doing this share. If you see the guy that sells all those plates, you know what I'm saying? He's walking around young kids.
All right, can everybody give me your attention? Can I have everybody's attention? We're going to do a quick straw poll. If you feel like you need another 5 minutes, show me with your hands. You need another 5 minutes to discuss whether to expand or not to expand in addition to staying here. Okay, hands down. If you want to go ahead and start the report backs, raise your hand. All right, I'm not seeing too many people voting. Mic check. Mic check. Time out on your conversations. And just give me your attention for 1 minute, please. If you would like 5 more minutes to discuss, please show me with your hands. Okay, hands down. If you would like to continue now with our process of reporting back from our breakout groups, show me. Okay, we clearly have a majority who would like to have 5 more minutes, so we're going to take 5 more minutes. Please continue your conversations.
You got 5 more minutes to film.
Not American.
Back it up.
He knows don't think he's American.
They had to understand why I was so they just hear about outsourcing. They think some people, they're stupid. We're being whatever.
Got it?
Yep, got it. I think they just broke up for a minute to debate.
They're debating? What are they debating?
Somebody was talking to me on the board and
get this show on the road, so we're gonna get it on the road, we're gonna get it pumping. We're gonna get it pumping. Got a lot of good subjects tonight.
Hello. Move in. Move in. Move in. Better? Is that better? Okay. How's everybody doing? How many people came tonight just for the spectrograms? Well, we're out of spectrograms actually, but we still have... Sorry, but we still have a really important discussion tonight. What we'll be doing tonight is forming a proposal together that will then be brought before this General Assembly on Friday to be voted up or down. So we're not deciding the issue tonight, but we are forming the proposal. We'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are on Lenape land, and some ground rules. First ground rule, respect each other. We're here to talk and have disagreements possibly, but we don't want personal attacks. We want everything to be respectful. If people want to come up and get on stack as well for group report backs, where are our stack takers? Christina over here. And Dave over here. Okay, second ground rule. There are people who lived here before us. So please respect the houseless and the formerly houseless who are here and part of our community. Third rule, clean up after yourself. People like to say we are all sanitation. Next, please make sure everyone has access to this area by keeping the ramps clear. And hand signals. Everybody loves hand signals. If you hear something you like, do this with one or both hands. Affectionately known as twinkling. If you don't like something or you disagree with it, down. If you understand somebody's point, or we've heard it previously, you can do this. If you can't hear someone, I think that covers it. Oh, point check. There's that. And finally, as I already mentioned, if you want to come up and say something during the group report backs, which we're about to do, or announcements at the end, or during any discussion during the General Assembly, see one of our stack takers. They'll take your name. Dave and Christina. We do need a note taker, if anyone feels like taking notes. Wrist strength is extremely important and valuable in life. Please come take notes during this General Assembly. We will provide paper and pen, and there's a good chance you can go home with the pen. Anybody want to take notes? Please come forward. Finally, when we do form this proposal at the end, the way it's going to work is one person from each working group is invited. Let me put this another way. Each working group is invited to send one person to be in on writing the likely one sentence, so it could be interesting. But to write this one sentence, each working group is invited to send one person to be in on that process after we basically decide what it is to. Immediately after the GA, over in the library space. And now, group report backs.
Hey everyone, so I'm up here for working group report backs. Okay, working group report backs. Mostly from safety.
Can y'all hear me good? Yes? Yeah? Word.
Okay, so safety has asked me to come up here, but I'm more so up here because of personal reasons as myself. And I want to talk about consent and what consent means. Consent is a mutual agreement, and I want people to acknowledge that while we are here at the site and anywhere, that you ask to be in someone's space, someone's personal space, and you ask before touching, hugging, or kissing or anything. Make sure that that person knows. And I bring this up because here at the site there have been more than one occasion of someone being physically and or sexually assaulted. So I want people to be aware of their space, and more so these have been by male-bodied people, so especially male-bodied, male-identified folk, to be aware of their space and how they're using their space, and also, as again, asking before touching someone. And if you see a situation where as though someone is being assaulted, please go to safety. Not say please go to safety, but I really want to say go to safety so someone can not be assaulted and traumatized. Word? Like, can I get some like sparkles or what have you? How we feeling about that? Yeah? Awesome.
All right, now we have Fernando from TFP.
What I'd like to say is that we need to have a peaceful transition to the Thomas Paine Plaza across the street. I'd like to say that we ought not. That's fine, I'm out of order. Please excuse me.
All right, now we got Patrick from Food.
Hi. First off, who likes free food? It's pretty rad. We can always use help, please. Like, even if it is just standing there and being a body and helping us like scoop food into a plate, anything, please. There's like 7 of us, seriously. And we get stretched really thin. It's hard to feed thousands of people, like literally thousands of people every week. So if you can come for a day or 2 days, I mean, I'd rather not have fair weather volunteers, but please, if you can do whatever you can, just please help us out. And clean up after yourself. We walk around and we see food, like plates, forks everywhere. Like there's trash cans like everywhere. Just please, if you're done with your plate, just put it in a trash can. If you see a plate on the floor, throw it in a trash can. Like, we shouldn't see trash. Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't see trash on the floor. We all live here, you know? And please reuse as much stuff as possible. Forks, knives, spoons. Just bring it back with you. If we're offering you something that you already have, just say, no, I have it. If you have $2, go to the dollar store, grab like a plastic plate, and like bring that up and say, no, I already have my own plate, because we run out of plates, we run out of cups, we run out of stuff. Everything is given to us. Finance doesn't allow us to have enough money to buy the things we need a lot of the time. So please help us out with that. And as far as like working committees that need food, like safety and like medic, when they are understaffed and they can't leave the tent or there are not a lot of people, please send someone to wait in line, and we will totally be down with like providing you with a tray of like 5, 6, 7, whatever, however many plates you guys need. Like, we'll help you guys out, but it's kind of hard for us to serve everyone if people are coming to the back of the tent and asking for food at the same time. So everyone needs to wait in line. Everyone waits in line. I wait in line when I want food too. So that's it. Thank you. You guys are rad.
Alright, awesome. Thanks, Patrick. She helped out the food committee.
evening, Philly. So, I'm reporting on a project we're trying to get bicycle generators and power to help recharge our batteries so that we can keep powering places like media. Medic, which is remote and doesn't have any no power lines going to it. I'm calling because we need volunteers. We need people who are going to show up and build things when they say they will. And we're also looking for donations, and I'm currently trying to scrounge together a materials list from Occupy DC and Occupy Wall Street, who already have this project underway. And we're a big bike city. We should have this here now. So please see me, and I will get you on a contacts list through email, and we will get this thing going soon. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Glenn. All right, we got John from Safety.
Good evening, folks. Good evening, folks. I love y'all, but I'm coming to you tonight in lieu of the events that happened last night. I really have a proposal. It's more or less a proposal. In order for everybody hear me. This proposal is we have a lot of acts that's going on, aggressive acts, blatant acts, and a lot of stealing. And I don't want to have to handle violence because that is against our contract. So, a suggestion. This is a suggestion. We didn't really want to bring in the police, but it's becoming too big for safety. So we would like your help by consensus. So sometime during this evening, perhaps let us know what you would like us to do, because certain blatant acts has to stop. Families don't steal from each other. Families don't punch each other in the face. Families don't do certain things, and I'm not going to tolerate it. I have done a lot, sacrificed a lot, and blatantly, I'm tired of it. I am tired of certain things. It's time to get something done, and we got to do this.
Hi, morning. So, first of all, I just want to announce that we've started having regular meetings. You know, if you're interested in talking about solutions instead of kind of the bullshit and the issues that we have, and instead find challenges which we want to solve, you're welcome to come join us. Many of you know Randy and Steady Dan and myself, so you know, just approach us, and we'd be happy to have you guys as a part of the group. So also, another announcement is that as this develops, this process of our expansion / whatever it is, we want to initiate the conversation concerning other areas other than Thomas Paine that might be good options, just as a discussion. So we want to start initiating that regularly over the next week. And thirdly, today we secured the funds to build our first sustainable structure, which is one of the projects that we're also working on. It is a hay bale house, and it's very cost effective and very warm in the wintertime. So that's major progress, and if you guys have any other ideas related to other designs or ways to build sustainable structures, again, please come join us. All right, thanks.
All right, we got Sean from Direct Action.
Hi guys, I'm Sean with Direct Action. Just want to talk to you about the next couple things we're going to be doing. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, there's a Fight for Philly thing at Toomey's office again. They're going to be meeting up at 15th and Market at noon and going over to Toomey's office to give them a piece of their mind about cuts and jobs and all that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, meet up at 12 o'clock at 15th and Market. But then on Saturday, we're going to be having a march at 4 o'clock. There's going to be music during the day, but at 4 o'clock, we're stopping the music and getting everyone around to go on this march to Comcast Day of Action. So be there at 4 o'clock. And if you're interested in getting involved with Direct Action, you can meet us we always meet at the Friends Center at 5 o'clock. And if it's on the weekends, if the Friends Center is closed, meet us at the info tent at 5 o'clock. And if you can't find us, if you're a little late, ask safety or info, and we'll let them know if we're not at either of those places. Saturday's a March of Comcast, a Comcast Day. Well, we're going to march to Comcast. Everything else will be, if you have any interest, come to Direct Action. And something else about Direct Action, if you have any interest but you can't make the meeting, something very simply that you can do to help out, not just Direct Action and outreach, but Occupy Philly, is to take some flyers with you when you leave the island and just put them up wherever you can. If you're going out under the L, just places where flyers go, put them up. Just the Occupy Philly flyer. The way more people are seeing and maybe looking into what's going on at City Hall. Because a lot of the people that aren't within the vicinity of the island don't know what's going on. Not everyone has the internet, not everyone reads the newspaper. We have to reach those people too. So that's all. Thank you. That's it. 12 and 15th and Market tomorrow. It's a Fight for Philly thing. I don't have that much information on it, but I believe. Okay.
Sorry, I'm Paola. I'm actually with Fight for Philly. The march is actually going to be highlighting veterans and their need for jobs when they come back from their tours. So the veterans are going to be the ones speaking there besides Fight for Philly community members. So tomorrow at 12, we have to see everybody at the Toomey office. Need for jobs, yes.
All right, now we got Jesse from facilitation.
Hello everybody, my name is Jesse. Facilitation, hi guys. We always meet every day at 6 o'clock over there, point check. And what we do is we get ready, take the agenda from the coordinating committee, and use that to promote the General Assembly that we have here today. And we always want fresh faces to come up here and do this and talk to people and help us out with this. We need help and really be cool if campers can help us out along with everybody else and anybody else who would like to help out. Also, on this other note, I would like to say from sanitation purposes, from the sanitation team, if everybody picks up a piece of trash, then when they leave, that will really help out sanitation. So if you when you go to, when you leave and you walk away, and you grab a piece of trash and throw it away, make a big contribution. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Jesse. All right, also, just one more last time, if anyone wants to be the note taker tonight to take the minutes, that would be really helpful. So if anyone can raise their hand or come forward to take notes for tonight so that we can post them, that would be a great help. Anybody? Nobody.
Hello everyone, my name is Larry, I'm with Facilitation. I also work with the Committee of Correspondence and Inter-Occupy, and the latter two of those things, we connect different occupations. And I have a couple announcements from Occupy Wall Street to the Philadelphia General Assembly. Three very short things. One is that a group of people left New York today at noon on a march to go to D.C. by the 23rd. Yeah. Come on, give it up for Wall Street. Yeah. Making changes. That's me, Wall Street. They are stopping by to come see us. They will be arriving here on the 13th between 6 and 7 o'clock. They're going to stay with us on the 14th. And that actually gets involved to the next thing, which is if you're on a working group and you're interested in meeting with a working group from Wall Street, they have representatives from, you know, pretty much everywhere. Come find me afterwards, point check right over here, and I'll just kind of try to help facilitate it. I'm just ad hocing that right now. So that's number one, is they're going to come visit us. Number two is November 17th, New York is proposing a National Day of Action. Yeah, beautiful show. On this day, they're dividing their actions, which are going to be very, very big ones, into three parts. One that's going to take place at breakfast, one at lunch, one at dinner. And so they're calling on all of the occupations, not just Philadelphia, but everybody watching this live stream to participate in National Day of Actions to draw attention to our cause and to injustice in general. And thirdly, this is the really cool thing, is that I've been in contact with Comfort up at Wall Street, and Comfort is sending us like a truckload of blankets, of socks, of things to keep us warm and to get us through the winter. Wall Street wants to show solidarity with all the occupations, especially up the East Coast, and so we're trying to put that together now. That should be here by the end of the week. So, on that note, can we give it up for Wall Street? Alrighty, if you have any questions about any of that, I'll be back here for the proposal synthesis afterwards. What we're going to do right now is move into our discussion, our finalizing discussion for the proposal. I want to make it very clear that no decisions will be made tonight, but this is just to wrap up our conversation in which the working groups, as per Justin, one representative from each working group meet right back here. Can everybody point check? Point check! Right back here, one representative from each working group, and we're going to synthesize the proposal to be brought on Friday. So without further ado, I give you your facilitators for the evening, Alex and Lauren!
Awesome. Hey everyone. Twinkle if you can hear me. Okay, so for those of you who are in the back, you need to move closer. And for those of you who are in the front, we're going to ask you to sit down if you can. If you sit down, people behind you will be able to hear, and you will also be able to keep warm because you'll be closer to more of your friends. Alright, so I'm going to introduce what we're going to talk about tonight. Raise your hand if you were here last night for the discussion. Okay. Alright, great. So last night was night 4 of our discussion about how we're going to respond to the proposed construction of Dilworth Plaza, or People's Plaza, where we are occupying. And last night we went through a number of spectrograms where we basically visually represented the mood and attitude of the group according to these questions. And I'm going to real quick go over the questions and the results of the spectrograms. There were 5 possible move spectrograms. We did each one individually. The first was, should we move to Thomas Paine Plaza? Do you support that or oppose that? The majority opposed it, and so we eliminated that possibility from the proposal, which we are trying to form for Friday. Similarly, the other 4 moving options were not popular, and so they're being eliminated. Then we discussed staying and making a public statement. This one has a star because it had a clear supermajority support. And staying and making demands similarly had clear supermajority support. Then we asked, in our statement, should we oppose the proposed construction or say that we don't oppose it? And the group was largely neutral or split on that question, so we're going to leave it out. Then we asked, should we expand, which means staying here and going to Thomas Paine Plaza, and it was questionable. It was somewhat split, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, as well as the question of, should we expand to another outdoor space? Had questionable support, so we're going to have to discuss it again. Finally, the question of expanding to an indoor space was not very popular, and so we're eliminating that from the proposal for now. I want to point out, by the end of tonight, we will have a single proposal which will be brought to Friday's General Assembly to be voted on, with the possibility of making amendments and voting it up or down. So what we are doing tonight is not making a decision, we're simply making a proposal which will be brought Friday, so we encourage everyone to come back Friday and invite your friends. So, right now, our current proposal in progress is, if you can read my handwriting, Occupy Philly will stay at Dilworth Plaza or People's Plaza. We will make a public statement and we will make demands. Again, this is just a proposal in progress. It has not already been decided. So, the first thing we would like to do is address the question of, are we going to expand or not expand? And that would mean, expanding means we're staying here and going somewhere else. Or not, in which case we would simply stay here. If you have a question, you can talk to the input takers over here, side of the stage. Please speak to Dave. Thank you. Okay, so next we're going to hear report backs from the breakout groups. Then we'll take a straw poll on the question of expanding or not expanding. If there is a clear supermajority support for expansion, then that will be included in the proposal for Friday. Got me? Now, if there's not, then we're done. However, if there is supermajority support for expanding, then we need to continue and decide where to expand to. So if necessary, we'll do a second round of breakout groups to discuss, will we expand to Thomas Paine Plaza or some other outdoor space, as per our spectrograms last night. And then, if necessary, report backs and a straw poll to finalize the proposal, which again will be written up after the GA and put on the website and brought Friday for your approval or disapproval and possible amendments. Is that agenda for this discussion clear? Twinkle if that's clear. All right. So we're going to start off with the breakout groups number 1. Should Occupy Philly expand or not expand? And I want to make it clear one more time, we're not talking about leaving Dilworth Plaza and going anywhere else. That was eliminated from the proposal last night because it was quite clear there was not going to be a supermajority support for that decision. So we're simply talking about staying here and going somewhere else, or just staying here. Is that clear? So that's what you're going to discuss for 10 minutes. And you're... Can you not hear me? It's not clear. We're going to have a 10-minute breakout group discussion. You're going to find 6 to 8 people around you to sit and discuss this question with. It would be great if it was people who you don't know yet, so you can make friends. And the question is simply, will Occupy Philly expand and occupy a second or more spaces, or simply stay in this space here? Okay? Twinkle if you understand what we're going to discuss. All right, great. So 10 minutes, breakout groups, and then we're going to report back. So find one person in your breakout group who's going to report back to the assembly with what you discussed.
get that out of here. What you saying is here. And I I'll tell you what, you're going to be here for a while, right?
Yeah, I'll be here for a while.
Okay, then you might as well take that and give you an idea of what it says on it. And if I have to steal it from you,
I'll be here for a little bit.
He was here. I went in and got the extras. I bought 4 of them, and then I left this one for the kid, the guy's side, and I gave.